Bonnet insulation. Is it really worth it? What do we know about this and what you can get by soundproofing your bonnet? So in this video, we will firstly take a look on the stock insulation, measure the noise and heat, then we will install our premium kit, do absolutely the same, and in the end we will compare the data. So my name is Dmitry, you're on a channel about car soundproofing. Please take a seat, drink your tea or coffee, and let's proceed. So first of all, let's take a look on the bonnet. What it is? The bonnet is a pretty large metal panel that hides the engine, yeah? And our engine, it produces the hidden noise, which is making the car so loud, yeah? Because the engine is shaking the whole body and the bonnet, which is connected through the bonnet hinges and sending this noise towards you. But you might be wondering, yeah, do we have any stock insulation? And the answer is yes. But is it really enough? So if you're driving on the highway or in the city, towing caravan and hear the engine noise, that's definitely not enough. But is there any chance to improve it? Yes. And we've developed our premium soundproofing bonnet kit. It includes two components. The first one is a vibration damping, yeah, to stop metal resonating because the engine is shaking the bonnet and it propagates the noise through the whole body towards you while you're driving and yeah, decreasing the comfort. So this is the first component. And the second component is a STP accent 10mm heat protections that we do install on top. So now let's proceed with the measurements. We will use our stock insulation and this Lexus to have a data to compare before and after. To measure the noise before and after, we will use this digital sound level meter. And to measure the temperature on the metal of this bonnet, we will use thermometer. So currently in the stock, it has 24 Celsius. Yeah, it has just the room temperature. Now we will start the car and warm up it to the operating temperature. And let's wait until it will be in the middle. Okay, so now it's warm up and let's proceed with our measurements. So let's mark on the bonnet a spot where we will do the measurements, somewhere here. And let's take a look. So now it's showing 31, 32. Of course, when your car would be outside, it would be even more, but we will try to have a clean data and measurements, okay? And now let's measure the noise inside. So and now let's do the measurements. So I will put the engine to 2000 RPM. Okay, so we have the data. And now let's proceed with the installation of our premium kit and do the same measurements. So to soundproof our bonnet, yeah, let's firstly pop up, just put some light there, and we see the stock insulation. So first of all, we have to remove it, and let's start removing. So once we remove the stock bonnet insulation, let's take a look on the metal bonnet. Yeah, here we can see plenty of naked metal. Yeah, there is nothing like that can stop the resonance of the metal. It's just the weak soundproofing insulation that is like 20 years old, but in the modern cars we have absolutely the same technology. So our next goal is to firstly apply the vibration damping to stop the metal resonance, and on top we will install sound and heat protection, 2 layers. But before any installation, we have to degrease the metal surface. We will use isopropyl alcohol, and only after that we will start doing our installation. So let's proceed with the cleaning. So we do degreasing and removing all dust and oil to let the vibration damping apply properly. If you skip this part, yeah, the material will not stick and will unpeel after some time. So that's why the preparation is significantly important. So now briefly let's talk about the installation process. First material, STP Gold 2.3mm vibration damping. So what do we need to cover? Yeah, in our bonnet we have the inner skin and have the reinforcement bars. So we never cover the reinforcement bars because the moisture will appear under this metal, yeah, and it's just literally doesn't make sense, because if you knock on the reinforcement bar, yeah, it's not the same resonating. It's like pretty stuff and pretty hard part, so it really doesn't make sense. So we will install the material only in these areas, in these gaps, and to help us with this, because as you can see, it's pretty pretty complex shape, yeah? We will use this green tape to make a template and then cut the material using this template. So now let's proceed with the templating. And now let's draw the line through the perimeter. So this is exactly how we will cut. It's totally okay if you cut firstly slightly more and then we'll delete the unnecessary parts, okay? And let's mark it as 0.1 and let's proceed with the rest. So we've done 70 plates on the left side and we did only the left side because the right white is absolutely symmetrical, so we will use the same templates to prepare the right side. And now let's cut the material and let's install it. So let's put our vibration damping. This is the size of the sheet, and then we will put our vibration damping and this side and just firmly press it so we have the perimeter. And then let's use a knife just to cut through the perimeter, and this would be our material ready to be installed. No need to rush. Then just extract it slowly. Okay, ready. This is our first part, and let's do the same with the rest 6 one. So once we've done with the vibration damping, let's use the same templates to cut the second layer SDP accent. So we will just put it there and then put this pattern there, this template, put the borders with a marker, and we'll cut the same, just put the numbers and let's cut the same. So done, all cutting took me approximately 20 minutes to prepare the first and the second layers. Now let's grab all these templates that we've done and let's proceed with the installation. We already prepared the ideal templates. It's a number second. It will be installed in this way. It's almost perfect, but this is definitely enough to have the metal resonant absorption. And to help with the installation, there is another important aspect. This is the roller. And there are a variety of rollers that you can find on the internet. This one, SDP, it's a professional line, and we do sell them as a material also. The difference in this roller that it has the metal roller on the top, and it firmly pressed the vibration damping because it's important. On the how careful and how firmly you will roll the material depends on the performance of the material. So it totally doesn't make sense just to stick the material on the metal. It will be just extra weight because the mastic of the vibration damping, like that we have under this paper, should absorb this metal resonance. That's why we firmly roll it. And now let's proceed with the installation. I will show you how to do this. And we'll roll it all edges. Looks good. As you can see, those figures, they are almost disappeared. Yeah, so those one, this is the markers that it's enough, the material sits perfectly and you should stop rolling. And now let's install the second layer, SDP accent. Yeah, on this, if you don't touch the outer skin of this aluminum foil with a grease or something like that, you don't need to degrease. If you do, just use isopropyl alcohol to clean this layer also. But I didn't, so we will install the second layer on top of the first one. So as you can see, you just have to unpeel the paper on the back, and let's put it here on top of the vibration damping, and use the same roller to roll it, to press, and have the maximum performance of the material and avoid any air bubbles. And let's just proceed with the rest installation. So the soundproofing of the bonnet is done, and now it's time to measure the difference before and after. So it took us approximately 2 hours to install the vibration damping and sound and heat protection. So for this time the engine cooled down. So now we will remove this stock insulation from this place. Okay, let's just put it on the floor so far, and we will close the bonnet and make sure that the temperature as it was before any measurements. So it has the indoor temperature approximately 25 Celsius. And now turn on the engine to warm up the engine to the same in the middle, and we will push up to 2000 RPM to mimic the same conditions. So now, as you can see, it's completely cool. Yeah, let me start the engine, and it will take a couple of minutes just to warm up. So let me close the window, and now we will measure the same noise level accelerating 2000 RPM. So let's start the measurements, closing the window. So as you can see, it's 48 decibels, yeah, actually. And as I remember, in the initial test, it was 52. So it means the difference, 3 decibels, yeah, by installing vibration damping in sound and heat insulation. And now let's take a look what's happening with the temperature. Let's use this temperature gun. So it's 26.4, 26.5. Let's just do a quick test and measure the whole. It's 27, 25, 26. So yeah, definitely there is a difference, yeah, between all these parts. And so you remember, yeah, originally the stock insulation we had 32 Celsius. So it means we have more than 5 Celsius difference in the temperature, the noise reduction. Yeah, so benefits in all sides, yeah, from the noise reduction and from the temperature. And keep in mind that we will install back the stock insulation. So practically it means that we will have even more noise and temperature reduction. So it's definitely an ultimate combination if you soundproof your bonnet with a premium kit and use the stock insulation, if it's still, you know, actual and survive. This is definitely a game changer, yeah. And if you would like to reduce the engine noise, reduce the heat, especially it's important for your engine when you're driving and towing, yeah, this on the Australian highway. So it's pretty hot, so it will protect your engine, yeah, from the overheating. So to conclude this video, now you know about the bonnet soundproofing. Why do you need it? In what cases? You know the difference between the stock insulation and the premium upgraded one via our premium STP kit. Also, you saw the process how to install it. So it's relatively simple. Yeah, you just need to follow these simple steps by removing the stock insulation, cleaning the metal, just cut it in using our templates methodology, and firmly roll it using a special STP roller. And this kit will be available in our website in 2 sizes, small and large, depending on your car size. In this case, we have a Lexus and it has a large size. If you have a tiny car or something like Fiat Picanto or maybe Mazda 2, Suzuki Jimny, that's definitely a small option for you, but we will provide an instruction and a sizing guide what you need to choose. And if you would like to know more about soundproofing, feel free to subscribe to our Instagrams. There we are posting all backgrounds for our projects, so you will see not only the bonnet soundproofing, rather than the entire body, internal floor soundproofing, external wheel arches, the roof, the plastic, everything. And yeah, stay tuned. And if you'd like to know more about soundproofing, subscribe to us, and see you in the next videos.